Rod Hundley along with Dave Blackwell. We're back at the Soft Palace where the Jazz will face the Chicago Bulls tonight. And we'll meet the starting lineup for the Chicago Bulls. Starting at one forward at 7 feet tall will be Brad Sellers out of Ohio State. He'll wear number 6. Charles Oakley from Virginia Union, 6'9" forward, averaging 15 a game. At center from Jacksonville, the veteran Otis Gilmore, 17th year. In the backcourt, John Paxson from Notre Dame and a fabulous Michael Jordan out of University of North Carolina, averaging 31.9. The head coach is Doug Collins. The assistant coach is John Bach, Tex Winters and Phil Jackson, and the trainer Mark Fowle. And now we'll meet the Utah Jazz. Utah coming in with a record of 7-6, and Chicago 11-3 on the year. They'll introduce the entire Utah Jazz squad. They'll be again playing with 10 players tonight. As Kerry Scurry will set it out again, along with the injured Bart Kofo. Big sellout here tonight. A lot of ticket requests for Michael Jordan. You can bet on that. Everybody wants to see him. Kelly Tripucka out of Notre Dame. Ricky Green, the 6-footer from Michigan, backup guy. The Golden Griff out of Louisville, Darrell Griffin. Griff averaging 13.4 off the bench. Earl T. Bailey from North Carolina State, averaging 13.4. Backup center for University of Kentucky, Mel Turpin. Scurry, of course, injured, being introduced. Now we'll meet the starting lineup. At the forward from Louisiana Tech, the mailman, Karl Malone. The mailman averaging 24.3 a game. Marcus Alvarone, defensive forward out of University of Virginia. And the NBA #1 shot blocker, Mark Eaton from UCLA in his 6th year. Backcourt, John Stockton. He leads the Jazz in assists with 128 and steals with 26 and averages 11.8. He played collegiately at Gonzaga. And Bobby Hansen out of Iowa. And a head coach, Frank Layden. Assistant coaches are Jerry Sloan and Scott Layden. Out of trainer Don Magic Finger Sparks and his assistant Terry Clark.
Somebody once said, Hot Rod, he who does not learn by history is lost. Somebody said that. And if you look at what happened last year in particular, you can get a pretty good indication of how these two teams have been matching up now. The Jazz won both games last year by 5 points and by 2 points.
Hansen against Jordan tonight. That should be a tough matchup, and in particular for Bobby, because Jordan is the NBA's leading scorer. It'll be Stockton against Paxson, Eaton and Gilmore. Oakley against Alvarone, Malone, and Sellers will match it up.
Just a little bit more of my history lesson here. The Jazz averaged 95 points a game last year in the 2 games. The Bulls only 91.5 points. So you don't see the century mark hit here very often between these two teams. They play tough defense.
And they have Charles Oakley for Chicago, who averages a bunch of rebounds a game. 219 he's pulled down.
About 16 a game.
You bet, and he is tough. Played at Virginia Union. So they tip it up, and it goes out of bounds to Chicago. Last touch by the Jazz. Bill Sarr and Billy Oakes will call the action tonight as the Bulls put it in play to Michael Jordan. Down the right wing, he'll hand it over to Charles Oakley. Back up top to Brad Sellers, matched up with Alvarone. Malone will guard Oakley. They go right side of John Paxson, low to Oakley. Baseline right to turn around is good. And the Bulls get their first shot of the game.
Well, not only has Oakley been averaging 16 rebounds a game, almost 16 points a game.
Charles Oakley at 6'9", puts Chicago in front. Here's Stock, front court to the angle right. We got a foul as Eaton tries to cut through. He's bumped by the big guy, Artis Gilmore. Both players wear number 53, but this one
must have been an acting in Des Moines Dowling, because he gave it a pretty good reaction there to the pick off Gilmore.
Stockton goes to Bobby, base right for the high arch jumper. That's too long. Rebound over to Malone on the left side. Carl holds it up, whips it under to Hansen. Score it with the left hand. Bobby Hansen. Well, that ties it up at 2, and Malone gets the assist. And quickly, Jordan down the alley. Dishes left side to Paxson for the open jumper, and he scores it.
Well, that's it. You pay a whole lot of attention on Jordan. Paxson could put that ball in the hoop, too, particularly, if they start doubling.
And Jordan could throw it off like he did if he wants to. And not only a great scorer, but a great passer. Stockton low to Eaton. Good position. Here's the left hook. 3-footer's too long. Crashes off the glass. And the rebound to Brad Sellers for Chicago. Ahead to Jordan. Down the right side. Jordan pulls up. Passes down on the baseline right to Oakley for another jumper. This one too long. And Malone all alone for the rebound. Quickly to Stockton. Stock down the right side of Hansen. He's got running room to the hoop. He back and miss it. Oh, he had the open shot. And Charles Oakley grabs a rebound. Ahead to John Paxson. They got Jordan open on the right side. They go to him. Here's Jordan. Fake Eaton, drive by him. Can't reverse. He'll go out on the base left to Sellers for the jumper. No good. Eaton grabs the rebound, drops it, and Stockton picks it up. Jazz on the move. Stock to the front court left. Chicago with a 4-2 lead. They go low to Malone left side. Mailman hangs on. To Stock, back to Malone. Running room. Fake right, turn left. Bang it up with the right hand. No good. Rebound to Malone. Put it back up. Score it. Karl Malone.
Well, he worked for his 2 points there. One thing about Mark Eaton, he had as much success against the Bulls as perhaps any team in the NBA last year, averaging 12.5 points in the 2 games, 16 block shots, about 14 rebounds a game. Let's see how he plays tonight.
Paxson right corner for the Bulls for the jumper. It's high up on the iron. No good. The rebound knocked away from Alvarone by Malone and out of bounds.
Well, there was just one player there for it was Sellers, and the Jazz had 3 men there, had an easy rebound. Too anxious to run, I think.
Sellers to inbound for the Bulls. They line up 2 under 2 out. They line out on the left wing to Charles Oakley. Back in the left corner to Brad Sellers. Open for the hopper. It's up. It's too long, and Eaton all alone for the rebound. Quickly to Stockton. The Jazz run. Malone on the right. They go to the mailman. Off out. One-hander. No good. Rebound Brad Sellers.
2 layups they've missed.
Could have had that one. Karl just banged it up there too hard. And now to Michael Jordan. And Chicago will slow it down. We're tied at 4 here. Now we played 2 minutes and 20 seconds of the opening quarter. Left side Oakley. Up top of the lane to Brad Sellers. Sellers, a couple of bounces. Holds it up. Left side angle to Paxson. Base left to go to Oakley. Jump shot over Alvarone. It's good. Oakley has hit a jumper from the baseline right, and now one from the left. And it's a 6-4 full lead. Left side Stock, 100 Alvarone. Double pump goes up, and they block it and steal it. Oakley, as Alvarone had it all alone. Ahead to Michael Jordan. Jordan drives right. Eaton's there. He drops it underneath the Sellers, but it's picked up by Hansen. To Stockton. Jazz on the run. Stock to the middle. Pulls up. Right side Alvarone. He scores.
You know, if Alvarone would not on that particular play, but the previous play, if he went straight up without giving that fake, he'd score every time because everybody knows he's going to double pump before he goes up.
You're right. He does it every time he's underneath. Now, we're tied at 6 here. Following the Alvarone layup right side, Stockton gets the assist. Michael Jordan gets the ball. He's front court left. Jordan has the dribble left, takes the drive. Now one bounce to the right side angle, jumping off bounds. It's good. What a play. Michael Jordan.
Hansen was on him. Stockton came over to help. He pumped while he was in the air.
Chicago leads 8-6. Karl Malone, front court left. Straight away to Stock. Stockton veers left. Stock out on the left wing. Guarded by John Paxson. Stockton whips it low to Malone. Cross the middle. He's alone. Bank it up. Score it. Count it. He's fouled. Beautiful move, and Brad Sellers got him for the foul. His first, Chicago's second, and Malone has 4 points.
You know, you will see this, though, when a team, even though the 2 teams did meet during the twice during the preseason, Malone just showed a great move on Sellers, got by Sellers, but, you know, this happens when you see a team only once or twice during a year, and you're not as used to them as when Western Conference playing Western Conference.
And Malone hits the free throw, and he has 5 points. Karl Malone and the Jazz take the lead, 9-8. They go to the zone trap defense. The ball into Paxson. He clears it down court left side of Brad Sellers. Stockton stops it. Now he goes back to Paxson. Paxson to the free throw line, down low right to Gilmore. Big artist fakes, turn in on Eaton. Great move, but he misses the shot, and Eaton rebound. To Stockton, down to Hansen. Bobby fumbles it along the baseline, saves it on the court, but it goes to John Paxson of Chicago. The Bulls hurry to the right side. Paxson in control. Right corner to Michael Jordan. Jordan all alone. Here's his jumper. Frozen rope. Goodbye. It's gone. Jordan's second bucket.
Well, there really wasn't anybody around except Mark Eaton, and Mark didn't go out after him because he knew that Jordan would drive on him the moment he took the step. Jazz been out hustling Chicago, but not converting.
It was 10-9 Chicago. Stockton down the left side is bumped and fouled by John Paxson. Well, that's his first, Chicago's 3rd team foul. He put the ball behind his back on a nice little dribble, and right there, Paxson reached in and got him. Jazz go into Stockton. Chicago with a 1-point lead. Right side of Hansen on the base. Malone posting up. They go low to Big Karl. Karl pick right, turn left, pulls it up to the right hand, blocked by Gilmore. Paxson's got it ahead to Jordan. Look out, Jordan. Keep it up, score it. Michael Jordan's 3rd bucket. Chicago leads 12-9. Front court to the angle left, Stockton.
And that last play, Malone got in there awfully deep and was off balance, and you're not going to get it over Gilmore.
All right, Stockton still with a dribble, wide left. He'll bounce it low to Alvarone. A jump hook to the right hand, too long. Rebound tipped out. Alvarone fights for it, and he comes up with it. Good hustle by Marcus Alvarone. Back to Stockton. The Jazz with a fresh 24 seconds on the shot clock. Stock to the angle left. 12-9, Chicago with the lead. Malone sets the screen. Stock pick right to left, leap the lane. Back jumper, good. Stockton, his first 2 of the game.
Ron, it looks to me as if the Jazz about a step quicker than Chicago so far.
They're playing well, but defensively, they're giving it up. That inside, here's Eaton fouling. Gilmore coming over his back. That's the Jazz first foul of the game, and we've played 5 minutes. Chicago leads 12-11.
And Mark nodded his head in accordance, but Bill Saar, well, that in a minute.
All right, Oakley's jumper straight away, no good, but the rebound to Gilmore. He's inside, lay it up, score it, count it, and Eaton fouls him again. Oh, Markey, if you're going to foul him, Go just dilly-dally around in there and let him have a bucket.
Yeah, neither of them were injury-producing fouls. But you know, one thing about Bill Starr, he calls an awful lot of fouls and not much else. You know, you don't see him call much traveling or things like that.
All right, we got a timeout. It's Chicago 14, Utah 11.
Sure, you watch Starr. About everything Starr does when he blows the whistle is a foul.
Yeah. Bump, 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 bump.
Feel all right?
Yeah, so far we're good, yeah.
Mountain Metal Building. Try it for a change. Enjoy it.
Watch your ball.